Morning. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your old pal Dirt, founder and CEO of Dirt Hippie Productions. Good to see you. Hope you survived Halloween. All that trick-or-treating and candy. All them little kids knocking on your chamber door. Hope you survived that time change. That's a nasty bit of business to go through twice a year, isn't it? Whew, I hate that. But anyway, today you're facing the final boss, Monday morning. Fear not, Dirt's here to get you through it, baby. Hope you're ready. Are you excited? Get a little excited with me this morning. Well, what can I tell you today? What can we say? What can we talk about? Is there things in the news and in the world we could allow to trouble us, but we're not going to do that. That's not the way we roll, at least not when you're rolling with dirt, baby. We're out here on the old dirt road today. We're going to talk about how to make your life a better place to live. Are you ready for that kind of information? Well, here's how it works. Truth about life is you ain't never going to have everything you want to have. More than likely, you will never have everything you want to have. You will not have all the money that you would like to have. You will not have all the possessions that you would like to possess. You will not have the power and influence that you'd like to have over people's lives. You're just not going to get it all. But what can you do to make your life and the world a better place? Well, that sounds like an awful daunting challenge. I mean, we can't all be Kanye. Have you been following Kanye? Interesting cat. Like Kanye a lot. Although honestly, I was never a big fan of his music. Kind of like him as a person. The way he does things. I like his willingness to forego the comforts of affection and public opinion and stuff because he's willing to follow his vision. He don't need nobody to like it or approve of it. He kind of does what he wants to do. Boy, I can respect that. I'll put some respect on Kanye. Kanye done went and did something completely different now. Got everybody messed up. Kind of like his time change. Kanye says he is now a Christian, which has a lot of people befuddled, namely Christians and rap fans. Can't seem to reconcile the new Kanye and the old Kanye. We're going to argue about, is he for real a legitimate Christian, or is he just doing a marketing ploy trying to make some money? Again, you got to give him a little bit of respect just to have the nerve to do it. In today's cultural climate, Christianity is little more than the butt of a joke, it seems. And to stand up and try to be one, and then to be taken seriously as a rapper, whew, seems like taking a lot of heat you wouldn't have to take if you didn't want to. Don't seem like it makes a very good marketing strategy, but you know what's happened is he released this album. Of course, he'd been doing these Sunday services for a while. So he released this album. Now Google's blowing up with people wanting to look into Jesus. There's even a organization that sprung up here recently called something to the effect of Bibles for Kanye fans. Kanye, in his own way, has changed the world. Changed the perception a lot of people have of it. And honestly, in the category of world change, changing perspective, either of yourself or others, is a large part of the real go on, the take home, what's going down. It's all about perspective. Kanye's got money. Kanye's got a platform. So, in the category of world changing, got a little bit of a head start. But, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. You are adequate enough to change the world. Really. Oh, do tell, Dirt. How can I, little old me by myself, change the world? Well, there are lots of ways to change the world. Now, having said that, allow me to add a caveat that a lot of world changing that's easiest to do is very negative. So you got these fellers nowadays go get them one of these so-called high-powered assault rifles and walk into an establishment and start killing people. They change the world, but it's very negative. Pretty easy, but extremely negative. So we got to ask ourselves, how do we take the impetus for world change in our own hands and do it in a positive way? We don't want to have a negative effect. We want to have a positive effect. Well, let me share with you a couple simple strategies for changing your world by changing your perspective. Are you ready? These are simple. You're going to hate it. You're going to say, oh, dirt, it cannot be. How could something like that ever afford me change in my life? How could it change my life? It can't change my life. It certainly can't change the world. You're wrong. Change your perspective. See, that's one thing I do kind of like about the old time change-a-rooney, is that it changes your perspective, don't it? I mean, last night, everybody's sitting around, 5:30, sun's going down. Everybody said, it seems too early. Changed your perspective, didn't it? Changed your world, too. Because a couple hours later, your old body clock was going, been dark for a while, must be time to go to bed. I feel tired. And you look over at that clock and it says 7:30. 7:30? I thought it was 11:30. Change your perspective, change your world. Changed the way you live, didn't it? All it took was 1 hour of time. Can you believe 1 hour of time can make that much difference? Heck, 1 minute of time can make that much difference. Even a well-played second on the clock can be transformative. Could transmogrify you into another person. You don't know. Believe me, I've seen crazy things happen to people. People leave the house one way and come back another way. Heck, I knew a fellow once went upstairs one way, and when he come back down, he was somebody else. Imagine that. Crazy stuff can happen. Well, so what's the magic recipe? Ain't no magic recipe, but there are steps that you and I and anyone can take. Change perspective, change the world. Such as and like what? Well, today, I wanted to break it down to you this way. I wanted to talk about two real important words that don't get much airplay or attention. Not buzzwords, they're not cool words. You know, there's a lot of cool words and buzzwords out there anymore. These ain't them. First word here we will talk about is gratitude. Now, gratitude. It's timely as we're moving there toward the Thanksgiving night we was in November. So gratitude. Be thankful. Oh yeah, dirt, we all know this. We should be thankful for it. No, we don't all know this. You know how I can tell? Because the world is full of complaining. People that are complaining are almost never busy being grateful, because if they were, they wouldn't be complaining in the first place. But comparison, being the thief of joy, as it is, will lead us to look at the lives of other people and see all the things that they got that we don't. Or even in our alone time, sitting around, just mulling over all the things we wish we had, wish we could do that we can't. And soon, we begin to lose sight of all the things that we do have, all the things that we can do, all the blessings that we have been blessed with. Life is full of good stuff, despite what anyone might try to convince you of. Don't mean life's perfect. Don't mean you won't have difficulty. That's crazy. Don't matter, like I said before, how much you get or how much you have. It ain't never going to be enough. But be grateful for what you have. Quit complaining. Quit looking at all the people around you that got more, got something you ain't got, and fretting over it and letting it take all the joy out of your life. Comparison is the thief of joy. And comparison, that's where all this stuff begins. Because that's when you get to the covet. So old Hannibal Lecter said that, didn't he? Covet the things we see every day. That's the truth. We start to coveting, wanting things other people got. Then we get on to envy. Now envy is when we've been coveting, and now we're prepared to offer reasons and rationale, either explaining why it's not fair or just that that person has what they have, or that for some reason we've been cheated and that's rightfully ours, because we get to thinking with that poverty mind, there won't be enough for everybody. I should have his. It's not fair. They got this and I don't. It's not fair. See, that's envy. And then the third, final stage of this disease, jealousy. Wait a minute. Now, Dirt, you said covet, envy, and jealousy. Ain't that all the same thing? No, it is not. Allow me to explain. So, you got your covet. That's when you want something that belongs to somebody else. You got your envy. That's when you start to construct a narrative, create a story that you can tell about why that covetousness is justified. Why your envy is righteous envy. Justifying. Rationalization. These are things that people love to do. So, get that all rationalized up good. And then we move into stage 3. Full on jealousy, baby. Now, jealousy is bad because jealousy is the next step in the progression. Jealousy is the step that says, you know what? I'm fitting to stop talking and do something about it. Now, what's that mean? Well, you think of a jealous boyfriend, girlfriend thing, and he sees her looking at another dude, so he gets mad. That's just the face of jealousy we've seen a lot. Jealousy hides in a lot of stuff. You ever have something good happen to you? Ooh, better yet. How about this story? Someone you don't necessarily like wins a prize or gets a benefit or a blessing or something good happens to them. And inside your heart, you start to grumble and complain. And they come over to tell you the good news, and you blow them off or make some excuse or tell some story about how that thing that they got ain't no good to have. So you're trying to steal their joy because you're jealous. See, that's another face of jealousy. Just like if I can't have her, nobody can. Well, if I don't get the prize, nobody gets the prize. If I don't get to be happy, nobody gets to be happy. Lots of people like that out in the world, aren't there? See you having fun and got to do something to mash it because they ain't having no fun. That's jealousy. So let your gratitude be louder than all them complainings. Be thankful. Now, the second word also starts with a G. And to me, it is the other side, the other end of the proverbial flow chart. If your gratitude is great, that will lead you to another G word called generosity. Do not be selfish with all the good that you have. When you sit around and count your blessings, Look at how many blessings you have versus other people. That should lead you to want to be generous and to share from your abundance. Some folks might have stuff shut up. Other folks might have stuff, sorry about that, you ain't got, but you got stuff they ain't got. You got stuff. There's people would love to have all the stuff you got. And that's not just stuff things. You got lots of things you could be generous. Love and time and encouragement, kindness. You know, lots of ways to be generous. So let me admonish you, let me encourage you today to go out there and change the world, to change your life, to change your perspective. How? Gratitude and generosity. Peace, man. I'm out. See you later. It's Dirt.